If you've got a tight hip or hips, here are a few mobilization techniques you can try using a resistance band. To improve hip internal rotation, you're going to first stabilize the band just below the height of your hip, and then the other end of the band is going to be as close to the hip crease as possible. You're going to scoot away from the rig, creating some tension on that band. Then you're going to take that leg in front in a half kneeling position, and then you're going to bring the knee inward. This is creating internal rotation at the hip. Now you can use your hand to generate that motion. You can also do a little bit of contract relax. So you can press the knee out into the hand, hold for a few seconds, and then release. Then you can try to scoot the foot outward a little bit more and bring the knee in a little further. This next one's going to be more of a lateral distraction. So again, you're going to scoot away as much as you can to create some tension and bring the leg a little bit across your body. And then you're going to sit back towards that right hip, if that's the one you're stretching, and then sink away from it. So in and out, kind of oscillating back and forth. You should feel that deep in the hip. You can also turn so that the band is pulling directly back at the hip. Think about more of like a pigeon stretch, and this is going to help external rotation. Another alternative, if you don't prefer to kneel on your knees or your knees are a little tender, is you can try this on your back. Again, band is close to that hip crease. This time it's distracting downward, and you can pull your knee towards your chest. You can also rest your ankle on the opposite knee and press the knee outward. Again, this is going to be working external rotation, similar to the pigeon stretch we did earlier. The last technique is to help with hip extension. So this is a good hip flexor stretch, and you're using the band to help mobilize that femur forward in the socket. So you're going to, again, stabilize the band around the rig. This time, raise it up just a little bit higher, and you're going to need a pad to kneel on. So from here, the leg that you're stretching is going to be the one that your knee is on the ground, and the band is as close to the hip crease as possible, and it's pulling that femur forward. And as you do this, you're going to contract your glute and press the hip forward a little bit more. If you want a little bit more of a stretch, you can take that same side arm and reach it up and overhead and lean towards the opposite side. You can also mobilize, just rock back and forth. So go into flexion and extension, flexion, extension. The one thing you want to be cautious of is keeping your core activated and avoiding arching at that lower back.